What up, boys? It's your boy Black Will. We're again welcome you all to Will's Unhappy Hour. This particular week is brought to you by Labatt Blue instead. Honestly, it's been a rough week, like they all are, and I was feeling a little homesick. And you can't get anything like this out here, or you couldn't get anything like this out here in the West until like 6 weeks or so ago. So I decided to get a little bit, step my game up, and just feel like I'm back home and shit like that. First and foremost, I just want to get into it. Schlongy was the one who won the shot challenge last week because, well, he was the only fucking participant, and he was closest without going over. Being the dick that Schlongy is, he chose tequila. And if I remember the thread correctly, excuse me, he decided to say that apparently I should drink extra because I was wrong about the fact that he actually took down Bonnie in the game of the week. Well, you know what? Fuck you, Schlong. You're not running a show anymore. It's my weekly show, and I said two, and there's fucking gonna be two. So that's the way we're going down. So let me get right into this right here. Tequila. That's what he chose because he's a dick. Um, this right here, as everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, is a shooter from the liquor store. I like to open the bottle regularly so the guys that don't know me know I'm not up to any kind of bullshit, and shit like that. So here we go. Freshly opened, and this is actually two shots. So Schlong, congratulations, and fuck you. Mm. Ugh. Eh. I'll be fucking fat bitches in no time. Might even fight a nigga or two. Anyway. Mm. I was a pickle. I had to get that tequila case out of my mouth. It's rough. So, before I share the sordid details of my week, because fuck it, you're gonna hear it if you listen to this, I'm gonna get right into the football. So, we're coming into week 4, and very interesting week 3. This week right here is just straight. The shit is insane. It's just bye, bye, bye. I mean, it's crazy. But let's talk about what happened in week 3. Uh, of course, the game of the week that I already just touched upon, Shalongi actually took down Bonnie. And he was right. I was wrong. Very wrong, because, I mean, he took down the former champion just, ooh. I mean, god damn. Hell of a fashion there. And congratulations to you, Schlong, on that fact. I said you weren't going to win this game. I did say that you stood a significant chance of winning 2 out of 3, but I didn't think you were going to win this one, and you were right. So there you go. Schlongy takes down Bonnie in the game of the week. And then Gren takes down Joe. Oh, man. Joe. Joe's been having a lot of problems, as we know. But interestingly enough, if you've all been kind of observing the thread and the wire, whatever you want to call it, uh, Joe made a very interesting trade with the owner of Team AHT. He who shall not be named. Um, and I honestly think that looking at it, it was mutually beneficial for both teams. So it's very interesting to see the way this is going to work out and pan out in the future. Maybe Joey will wind up with a win and not go 0-6 like he did at the start of last year. So hopefully, this whole trade is going to work out for Joe. Let's hope. Biggins takes down Elon, goes to 3-0. I guess you could say no surprises there, especially if you've been listening to everything that Schlong says. And then me against the he who shall not be named, and I actually edged out a win here. Don't know how it happened, but actually it did happen. Uh, in light of the recent controversy, if anybody's even still thinking about that, I'd like to say this honestly. I'm not gonna count it in my mind as a win, and Team AHT, you shouldn't count it as a loss. Neither of us broke like 85 points. It was just a sick week. It was disgusting. I'm not proud about it. You shouldn't feel bad about it, so on and so forth. Maybe we can meet later on in the season and resolve and grill up and eat whatever beef was established in the beginning. So I don't want to touch upon that anymore. Let's go on to Scumbag. Okay, Scumbag finally, caught his first L there, and hopefully that'll take a little bit of the wind out of his sails, which I will address later. But Scumbag goes down to Poppy Chulo, so Poppy Chulo gets a little bit of a revenge there. Good job for you, Pop. And then of course in the last game, we have Josh toppling Jonas. No surprises there. We should all just be thankful that Jonas is here, contributing his time, his resources, his money, and now his little brother to a fantasy slaughter. So thanks, Jonas. Uh, let's get into matchups for this week. And honestly, and if you look at it yourselves, a lot of this was pretty much very self-explanatory as far as who I picked. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I had a horrible week last week. So if I had been actually gambling on any of this, sports betting, I'd be fucking sucking dick for bubblegum right now, based on the week that I had last week. But luckily, I wasn't doing that. But I'm still gonna go back at it because I've been a gambler for 22 years now. So then I placed my first actual bet when I was 8 years old. So I'm gonna keep going at it. But this week we got Bonnie versus Gren, and I'm gonna actually have to call this particular game um, the game of the week. Uh, Only because there's so much going on here, and I think it's probably the most even matchup that we have this week. So let me just kind of run this down. I think for Bonnie, Le'Veon Bell, or first of all, I have Bonnie taking Gren in this one. I got Le'Veon Bell running all over Tampa. Tannehill is going to have a great game against Oakland. T.Y. Hilton, I think, is going to do well against Tennessee. On the negative side, I think the Jets D is going to suffer greatly. EJ Manuel is going to be dead in the water. So that's what's going on with Gren's team. As far as Bonnie, I think Rodgers is going to do well at Chi-Town because, as far as quarterbacks go, they have been doing pretty well there. I think Fitzy is going to have a great game at Buffalo because who doesn't? And then Antonio Brown, as long as he doesn't, karate kick somebody in the fucking face, is going to have a great game at Tampa Bay because, again, who doesn't? And then fucking the Panthers D against fucking Baltimore's offense. I think that's kind of a no-brainer right there. So in the game of the week, I got Bonnie overtaking Grant. And then we got Schlong and Joe in the next game. I got Schlongy overtaking Joe in this one just because Joe's still heavily injury prone, having a lot of problems, so on and so forth. So I got to give it to Schlong yet again on this one. Mm. But then again, let's not forget the trade that was just made. It might actually impact, perhaps not this week, but forthcoming subsequent weeks. I think Joe's move might actually benefit him, and he's definitely going to get that win before he goes 0-6. That's my prediction. And then Josh and Biggs. I got Josh actually overtaking Biggins on this one. I believe, predicated upon matchups, Biggins is going to take his first loss, no longer be undefeated. Excuse me. And then I got Scumbag, also known as Glenn, going against Team AHT. AHT was also part of that big trade, so AHT has gained some momentum from this whole thing as well. So it'll be interesting to see this matchup between him and Scumbag. But again, I think just pound for pound, I have to take Scumbag on this one. I think he's going to go to 3-1. That's just the way it's going to go down. And then, of course, we have Papi Chulo and myself going up head to head here. And I almost feel like I forgot somebody. Give me a second here. Yeah, I think I forgot whoever the hell Elon is playing. So let me run this down real quick. Josh. All right, Josh is playing Biggs. Yeah, this is horrendous. My preparation is just fucked, but I really feel like I've definitely missed a team by somehow. But anyway, let me address this game and then it'll come to me. Pop versus me. Well, this is a no-brainer, unfortunately, because both of my quarterbacks are on bye. I'm not going to waste my time trying to pick up two quarterbacks or break the rules or bend the rules or whatever type of shit. And certainly not going to drop a decent quarterback for a piece of shit. So you know what? I'm riding the train of Derek fucking Carr in Oakland, Raider Nation. Let's see what the fuck happens. But I'm not retarded, so I'm going to have to take Pop over me on this one. Poppy, I love you, man, but if I had just one of my two quarterbacks, especially with douchebag Manning on a bye week, I think I'd be able to take you on this one. But the fact that I'm running Derek Carr and nothing else is going on, I got to give it to you on this one. So give me a moment here to do a process of elimination and find out who the fuck Elon is playing. Who the fuck is he playing? Jonas. Oh my God, it's the battle of brothers. All right. Since I fucked up and didn't realize what the hell was going on here, I'm gonna have to say this week there's gonna be two games of the week. And honestly, we're gonna start with, of course, the first one being Gren and Bonnie, but with the Jonas brother, or excuse me, with the Kennedy brothers challenge, here's the way this is gonna go. Whoever's right about this one, it's double whatever I pick out of my fucking hat. And I'm gonna have to do that on the next segment because I have no fucking idea where my hat or my little cute little pieces of paper are. So I'm gonna have to do that in two segments like I did that last time. But whoever's right, whatever I pick, it's doing double. So and understand that if I'm taking little shooters and shit like that, obviously those are two because it's like 2.5 shots per or whatever else. And Schlong, you can eat a dick because just because I was wrong about you catching your little funny little win or whatever else against Bonnie, I still say 2 out of 3 is the best you're gonna get. But whatever, I'm calling shots now. People, motherfuckers are listening to me. I have a microphone. Whatever. So yeah, with the Kennedy Brothers challenge, same rules apply. And in the event, whoever is right without going over, closest without going over, I will take double whatever I pull out of my fucking hat. I think that's all I got for the football. I know it's kind of, weak this week, but honestly, I think the matchups aren't really that close. Getting too far into I don't know, the logistics just doesn't seem to work right. But anyway, more about my week because fuck it, it's about me. Uh, so I've been dealing with my 5-year-old got in trouble in fucking kindergarten this week. For fucking stealing. Like stealing shit from the school and lying to a teacher, myself, her mama, and everything else about it. Now some of you might be looking at the pigment on the screen and being like, what's the big deal? She's your kid, you're black, you're nothing but a bunch of fucking thieves, right? But here's the thing about it, guys. My kid's a fucking daywalker, man. She's a hobbit, a halfling, you know? It's like she's only got half of that black shit. So she's taking up the family maxim a little fucking early, don't you think? And it's crazy too because she goes to this like really prissy fucking kindergarten and shit like that. It like costs money even though it's a public school and it's in the best district and this, that, and the other. A bunch of shit I can barely afford and everything else is just driving me up a wall. So now I got all these, uh, I guess you could say, pretentious individuals, with nice families and opportunities and futures and shit like that, just really looking down upon me, and it's really fucked up. But that's what I've been dealing with all week. So my kid is already. I mean, and this is gateway shit. You know what I'm saying? But she's 5. By the time she's 8, it's liquor stores. You know. By the time she's 13, if she doesn't have a fucking record deal, she'll be the fucking kingpin of this god awful place called Denver. So it's kind of fucked, and I feel bad about it. Oh, and since I'm wrapping up here and I got a minute and a half left to go, like I said, Schlong, this is my segment now. You're not to tell me how to go about some shit, but at the same time, it is me. So don't you ever threaten me with a good time. So you know what? Here it is. Now, 2.5 and 2.5. That does make 5. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if it's a school night. Fuck it. Fuck you. Let's go. Mm. And again, right there. That's that Jose Cuervo syrup. Mm. Mm. So yeah, guys. Going into week 5, good luck everybody in their games. I have absolutely no chance of winning this week, so I plan on talking shit double next week. Um, and of course, I know you thought the baddie was good, and I'm stepping up my game, but I wouldn't be anything without that Keystone, baby. So, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to just go ahead and get really fucked up and really twisted and try to figure out what the hell happened with my life. But I will see you boys this week. Look forward to Schlongy in the power rankings. I'm sure he's gonna have all kinds of ridiculous shit to talk about. But yeah, we'll see you next week, boys, and look for the shot challenge thingamajigger. All right.